All right, you are still tuned to Adamazi TV. Remember, it is connecting all African communities to their roots. And we are still on the second day in the event, of course, the funeral of the late Professor Humphrey Nwosu, a one-time National Electoral Commission chairman, 1989 to 1993. I'm sure you know a lot of beautiful things about him. Of course, we've been keeping you updated. But then we have someone we believe is related to him. Well, you hear from him right about now. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Please, can we meet you?
Yes, my name is Dr. O.C. Irono.
Okay, so tell us, what's your relationship with the late professor?
Yeah, Professor Humphrey Nwosu is my father-in-law. I'm married to the first daughter, and it was quite a miracle for me because I lost my parents at my early age. An encounter with him for 26 years transformed my life in terms of ideology, stability, and looking at what is best for the people. I'm an economist by trade.
Okay, so are there insights you would like to share? Because a lot of Nigerians only know the professor, for the June 12th experience, the introduction of option A for the open ballot system and all of that. But are there things you would want people to know? I'm sure people are wondering, like, what exactly is about this particular person that the whole world is talking about him right now and all that. Even yesterday, during his being laid to rest, a lot of media took it and all that. So they would want to know what exactly is about this man, Professor Humphrey Nwosu.
This man, Professor Humphrey Nwosu, Okome, na Ajalli, in our kingdom. He sang Mukoma, Odogunwoke, Onyerimba. He's a first-class student. In all his life, he's first class from elementary to university to PhD in all things. He's a first class citizen, rare gem for Nigeria. It's not just limited to this Ajalli community. This is one of the fourth ceremonies. He started in U.S. because he went to school in U.S. The entire diplomatic corps was converged in the Nigerian embassy. Over 600-700 people came to pay their last respect, including the governors, the attorney general, the mayor of Washington, the senators, and all the colleagues from the university system. That was on March 1. So it's been a marathon. Then we came down to Enugu, where the governor of Enugu State, received him. We went to Abuja, where it was amazing on the 25th of March, and then 28th. It started here, and it's not over yet, because when you're a first-class citizen or first class in everything you do, you're unstoppable, because it's only few people attain that level and use it for humanity. It took me many years to know that he was born in a royal family. This is a royal family, about 6 decades. All you can see from the outside, inside is, where he lying state was the palace, and he never used prince. My wife never used princess. They feel that he's too arrogant. They want to be as normal. He's a selfless man. He wants to be as normal. He identifies with normal people. Even though that God bless him in 89 to have been with the power to be at that time. And he did everything he can do. For him to, this room, Ibrahim Badamisa Babangida came into this parlor. He was hosted here, 89, because he truly believed in him and wants him to transform Nigeria. But as God take it, they didn't understand that laying the foundation for Nigeria. It's not just for civilians or for military. You can take off your uniform and become a civilian tomorrow and run for president, right? You don't have to just because he's just laying the foundation, because he's not a practical politician. He never belonged to any party. Yes, he never. And because of that, he's tried to explain it. He just wants to lay the foundation for Nigerian youths to be fair, equity, and domicile with the people. Even him, Professor Humphrey Nwosu, do not know who's gonna be the president. It starts from the grassroots, so he's the last person to know what happened. But however, because he's a technocrat, option A4 is he thought so much and designed a system that can carry Nigeria to the next generation. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of people do not understand him. They think that even the military misunderstand him. They think that he wants to take power from the military and give it to the civilians, not knowing that you can retire as a military like Obasanjo and run for president. Retire as a military like Buhari and run for president. There is no need, even Babangida could have retired and run for president. And then there's no need for anybody to die. Abiola will be alive. We already seen that he wants the election. It's just a misguided, but we are in atonement. Atonement is opportunity to have people that are still alive, like IBB, like Tinubu, who is part of support system he has during that time, that democracy should stand, that he stand with democracy. But I'm so grateful that they're still alive, because it's only few people understand what he went through. And Tinubu is one of the few people that understand, because he himself have to leave town because the military at that time was aggressive, trying to retain the military power, not knowing that this democracy is for everybody. It's not limited to the civilian or the army. It is designed so that when you take off your uniform, you become immediately a civilian. All you have to do is retire and run for president, just like Jerry Rawlings of Ghana. So there is nothing, he's not doing any harm to the military. There's no need to intimidate. He's just a technocrat. Design something that whether you're rich or poor, you can appeal to people and be honest, and they vote for you. He has no control over it. That's why he doesn't take any bribe, nothing, because he can't give you anything.
So what example have you learned exactly from Professor Humphrey Nwosu? When people look at you and they ask you, what have you learned from this person? What is that one thing you can mention?
26 years he adopted me as a son-in-law. I learned three things. Integrity is everything. Second, integrity. Third, integrity. No matter what you do in life, it doesn't matter whether you're working for anybody, integrity, because that will exemplify you. And that means the corner, the stone that the builder rejected will be the corner foundation for the rebuilding of Nigeria, and the masses will see the beauty of democracy. It can be in a village and won. It's not because your father is rich, not because you have too much money, but because of your integrity, because people believe in you. So people can vote for their own people to rule them in their village, in this 6 geopolitical zone. But you have to put a system that is proof of corruption, proof of tribalism, sentiments, all those things that people are limited to. He's above all. He's a nation builder and a bridge builder. He wants Nigerians passionately. He loves Nigeria. And that's why he hurts him that what happened was out of ignorance. They think that he's trying to do some harm to the military. No, you can just, today he told me, we were sitting in his house. He said, education is very important. I said, Daddy, why? He said, what he's building is beyond him as professor. He's building a system that is iron gate to democracy, so that the poor person can enter that gate with honesty and integrity. Just talk to the people. Don't talk to him, Professor Humphrey. He only have one vote. You understand? Don't come to my office and telling me I need to be. You don't need to. I don't even control it. Option A4 is the chairman cannot control it. Do you understand? It's education. That's his passion. He want to create a legacy that every poor, every middle class can go to the people, appeal to them, let them vote you in your jurisdiction, and then they come. He just sign. That's it. That's all he do. And that stone that the builder rejects will be the cornerstone to rebuild Nigeria. I believe in you guys, young people, because you can tell the story. A lot of young people, I don't know how old you guys are. In '89, Nigeria was in chaos. Military's decree. And for him to sue the military, you guys don't understand. When you have a military person, they rule by decree, not by law. And they tell you, you have a right of refusal. Either you take this, and go away and give me what I want, or you're dead. He refused. He said because he did this for the people of Nigeria. He doesn't need the money. He doesn't need the oil block. He doesn't need the house. He doesn't need the dollar. He doesn't need the pounds. He just wants democracy, the truth. He wrote it in his book, Laying Foundation. You guys can look it online. His book. He has the result and everything. I'm so glad that Mr. Ibrahim Babangida was able to rubber stand that he said the truth. That's all. He said the truth, even at that time, but it took 36 years, 32 years. But it's not too late. You understand? But you can't dwell on lies and talking. People are talking. They don't even know that the democracy we are all enjoying right now, he is the person that grabbed it and put it in the hands of the people, and he could have died. You know that, right? Because everybody, including Tinubu, went on exile. Abiola went on exile. He himself, they hold him hostage. He was under house arrest. His wife suffered so much. His child have to be away. His daughter have to be away. They suffered so much. The family, unsung hero, because he didn't want to take what they offer him. Or a block. He could have been the richest Dangote of whatever, because they want it, whatever they want to get it by any means necessary. That's what the story that people don't understand, because he's a very quiet technocrat and about people. The mayor of Washington, the attorney general, they spoke highly. You guys can see the video. He mentored people international to go and do what is called nation building. Andrew Young in Atlanta, he mentored those people. They know what he did. Why Nigeria going backwards? We need to embrace things that will help young people to get involved and to tie all their worries into their own hands, so that they are not selling their birthright because of money. Money can come and go. Thank you so much, and God bless you as you guys stand for the truth and integrity, because Adamazi TV is one of the few trustworthy television that I've seen. I lived in the US for 46 years, and I lived with a known daddy for 26 years of marriage. And he adopted me as a son, and mommy adopted me as a son. And we are part of bringing the body, everything. I'm here until he's buried. And it's a marathon, but I want Nigeria to know that this is a true son of Nigeria. They are flying his flag all over the world, except Nigeria. But I know Tinubu is doing the right thing, because he knows the struggle for democracy. Tinubu was part of it, and they treated him bad. But now he knows. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Very much. Okay. Okay, yes, you are still tuned to Adamazi TV, connecting all African communities to their roots. Actually, we are in the living room of the late Professor Humphrey Nwosu. As you can see around, this is where the late professor spends his time whenever he visits Ajalli. Actually, pictures, picture of him and Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, a one-time military president of Nigeria, and a portrait of Chairman. And these are pictures of himself and his family, of course, in the early days, and a portrait of him and Mama, Mrs. Nwosu. This is actually what it looks like. He has a favorite chair actually, and that is where his first daughter, first child, and her husband are seated on, because we understand he likes to spend time with Mama. So of course, well, this is it, and we're bringing you more unfolding events in the course of this celebration. And remember, this is the actual day where all of Ujari comes together to celebrate Professor Humphrey Nwosu, who passed onto glory at age 83, leaving behind his beautiful wife, 4 children, 6 grandchildren. And remember, he was a one-time chairman of the National Electoral Commission, that is currently Independent National Electoral Commission right here in Nigeria, and of course the introducer of the open ballot system and option A4. We would never forget Professor Humphrey Nwosu, and we are glad for what he did for democracy, for Ajalli, for Anambra State, for Nigeria, and the world in general. Remember, you're tuned to Adamazi TV. It is connecting all African communities to their roots. I am Precious Chris, and behind the camera is Vincent Vinet.